All right. LDWMAC, this is your boy, the Coach Live on the Coach Show, Live. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you, why Carlos Esparza didn't get the title shot. It's pretty simple. Have y'all noticed? I hadn't made a whole lot of videos about it, really. And when I do talk about this, I'll put it in a live stream where, most people, they're not going to go back and watch a whole live stream to figure out when I'm going to talk about Carlos Esparza. Matter of fact, I don't even put Carlos Esparza in my headlines. And I do that on purpose. I do it on purpose because I'm really not going to give Carlos Esparza a lot of publicity. I ain't giving her nothing. Thing of it is, see, if you don't think that this fight, Weili Zhang is getting a title shot, and yeah, we got to watch Weili get knocked out and beat up again. That's just what it is, but it boils down to money, okay? Boils down to money. Weili pretty much gets whatever she wants, but I hope that Rose can slam the door shut on his Weili Zhang hike. I hope Rose can do it because I'm sick of all the excuses. Okay, I'm sick of all the excuses that she keep making on why she lost. And then for some reason, her fans don't want to acknowledge these excuses. Her fans don't want to talk about the excuses. Nah, they don't want to talk about that. They just want to talk about the fact that we don't like the excuses, and they think we hating on her. But, we know darn well, if any other fighter make all the excuses that Weili Zhang is making, okay, then they'll have something to say about it. But these ain't true fight fans. They not. But I'll say this, though. Carlos Esparza not getting it because of money. And I think Carlos Esparza, her and her team, they stupid. They've been stupid. And Brian Butler, he's probably the biggest idiot out there in WMMA managers. Gotta be. Y'all can say, well, he managed some of the top fighters, but yeah, see, his fighters on the lower tier, they're not getting no play. You see, I'm going to tell you why people like Tatiana Suarez, they're smart. And why, if Tatiana Suarez get in position to where she can get healthy, and where Tatiana Suarez can actually, fight for a belt, and if she's a main event or a co-main event, Tatiana Suarez more than likely will probably have people watching that event. She'll have she'll have people watching the event. The reason why is that Tatiana Suarez, they've done their homework. They don't forget the little people. You see, when some of these fighters get to a point to where they think that they've arrived, then they act like that they can't talk to, small news media. They can't talk to us. They can't talk to the little people. All of them, they want to talk to the Ariel Helwanis, or they want to talk to the Luke Thomases, and they want to talk to all those people. And so if it's not one of them calling, they're not going to talk to you. Okay? But here go the thing, though. They're never calling. That's the thing. The Ariel Helwanis and the Luke Thomases, they're never calling. And I think that's the issue that's going on with people like Esparza. Nobody knows who Carl is. As a manager, you want to introduce your fighter, okay? You want to introduce your fighter to some of the smaller platforms, because what happens is you have a lot of hardcore fans down here. You have a lot of hardcore fans. And you have fans that they die hard. We know these fighters. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to start sharing videos. We're going to share interviews. See, now, with the Facebook page doing so well and the Facebook page growing exponentially, do you know now that when we do an interview in the WMMA universe and we put that interview up on that Facebook page, what's going to do twice the amount of views that we were getting is if we were just putting the thing on YouTube. And that's growing. The more numbers that Facebook page gets, the more eyes we're going to see that these WMMA fighters are going to get when they come through us. But see, people like Brian Butler, they too stupid to understand this. They don't get it. Because see, they look at some of our videos, they look at our video views, and oh man, they ain't getting a lot of views. But here go the thing, I've seen video views with Carlos Esparza on it. They do interviews with some of these people that's friends with Brian Butler. And some of these interviews don't even get 100 views. It's crazy. It blows my damn mind. And that's why Carlos Esparza, will never be a multi-millionaire in the fight game. Do you know that fighters, even Bojangles, talked to the little people before she became big? Even that idiot, Valentina, talked to the little people. Do you see the pattern? Chris Cyborg talked to the little people. See, Chris, Valentina, Bojanglecheck, they all got acclimated with the hardcore fans. And see, Carla Esparza are not willing to do that. See, they don't want to do that because they think they're too good. They think they're too big. But that ended up costing Carla Esparza millions of dollars. Do you know how hard the WMMA universe, we pushed Valentina? How hard we pushed Chris Cyborg? We pushed those fighters heavy. We pushed them heavy. And I'm talking about these fighters got pushed so much, y'all, that we were a factor. Okay, we were a factor. And I'm not about to let anybody tell me that we were not a factor in helping these people reach some of their levels. We did. I mean, we got hundreds of videos on Valentina and Chris Cyborg. At some point in time, those videos are going to get seen. See, I understand our power. Carla Esparza don't get it. And every single day that we make WMMA videos, the Facebook page is growing exponentially. And we put those videos up on the Facebook page. Those videos now, they're doing more views. Everybody channels, everybody that's associated with us, they're having more video views. I mean, BJ, Combo Breaker, Robert Henry, their video views are going up. It's because there are more eyes on the videos now, more eyes on the interviews. You see, Carla Esparza, they don't get it. They think that, well, you know, we're just at the bottom of the rung, and so we can't waste time with these guys. We can't do it. Dumbest thing. Dumbest thing they can do. See, now when Carla Esparza won a title shot, see, guess what? It's not a whole lot of people making videos. It's not a lot of people making hundreds of videos about you. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you guys see the difference. There are hundreds of videos, and probably close to 1,000. You know, we combine all the channels together on Valentina, Chris Cyborg. There are hundreds of videos on Tatiana Suarez. They're there because Tatiana told me she watched them all. There are hundreds of them. Do you think that we've been producing hundreds of videos on Carla Esparza or Roxanne Modafferi? And the videos that we do produce, we talk about how dumb they are. Like Roxanne Modafferi, she's never going to be a pay-per-view star. Carla Esparza, they're never going to be pay-per-view stars because they got that mindset. They have that mindset that we can't add value to their career, and that's a big lie. See, these people, they don't understand like money. They don't understand business. They don't get it. They fight. And I'm not expecting a fighter to understand business, but, you know, maybe a little common sense. A little common sense goes a long, long way. It does. A little bit of common sense will go a long way with some of these people. But sadly, many of the fighters that we talk about, they lack common sense. They don't have it. And then they let their managers do everything. Well, talk to my manager. And then when you talk to their manager won't even give you an interview. What for? You know, I look at some of these dumbass managers and I'm like, nobody else want to interview you. Nobody else want to interview you. Nobody else want to take time out of their day to talk to your fighter and really let the audience know about your fighter's career. They don't. They don't. Folks, that's just how it is. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So Carla Esparza, you know, years ago, from the decision she made years ago, we're at this point now that she's not getting a title shot. Unfortunately, and eventually she will get a title shot. But see, wouldn't it have been better if she could have got the title shot sooner than later? And now Carla running around here whining about a title shot, but see, it's work. It's work that you didn't do. And even Wei Li, I get on Wei Li about her excuses, but I tell you this though, at least Wei Li in China, at least Wei Li, she acclimated herself to the small fans. Like she acclimated herself in China to the people that watch her. She's very loyal to her fans. And I remember at one point, before she even became a UFC star, like Wei Li used to like interact with her fans. Before her Instagram got popping, when her Instagram was like at about 4,000 or 5,000 followers, man, Wei Li used to interact with a lot of her fans. Well, she used to respond to them at least. And you get people like Esparza, they don't respond to you. Man, if you leave Tatiana Suarez a message, it don't matter. You can text her. You can leave one on Instagram. It don't matter. You leave Tatiana Suarez any kind of message, Tatiana Suarez is going to make sure she try to respond to you. If Tatiana Suarez follow you, and if she see any photographs or anything that she like, Tatiana Suarez is going to leave a comment on it. Like, it's crazy how many comments Tatiana Suarez leave me on my Instagram. It's crazy. You know, like I checked Instagram like, what? I don't know. I don't know when I get on there sparingly. I checked it, and his messages from Tatiana Suarez. But see, that's why when Tatiana gets to that point, they're not going to deny Tatiana a title shot. See, Carla, maybe you and your team can learn how to not have y'all head so far stuck up y'all PG-13 channels. And then maybe people will rock with y'all. And see, maybe the fans will demand that Carla get this title shot. See, it's not enough fans demanding the title shot. It's not enough. She don't have the fan support. Wee Lee got fan support. And that's why Wee Lee is finna get another bag and not Carla.